Congressman Roger Gutierrez, you have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, most of our questions have been asked already. I'll just try to make this quick po, no? But before anything, maybe you know, Mr. Chair, through the COMSEC, if SPO4 Carrillo has made an appearance today.
Comsec? Si SPO4 Carillo ba nandito?
But Mr. Chair, we made the invitation.
Yes, we did invite him, and he did not even send a letter of excuse. So wala, yes.
So, Mr. Chair, maybe later we can take it up on admin matters po siguro. If I recall correctly, SPO4 Carrillo was supposed to bridge the gap between the Dumoy raid, in between PIDEA and BI. Unfortunately, now that we have the testimony of Ms. Pilapil C, we could have patched it all together, but given na wala po siya, I think we might still have to have that invitation. So at the proper time po, siguro, Mr. Chair.
At the proper time,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Chair, proceeding po, no, I'd like to direct my first questions to former Director General Villanueva. Sir, good evening po. I hope you'll indulge this representation po, no. I know you've already given your testimony on this for the past how many hearings already, but you have to understand we're trying to stitch together your testimony, Asierto, Las Cañas, and now, of course, si Ms. Pilapil C. Just to quick background po, no, you've mentioned this earlier that tama po ba, is it fair to say that these four raid, well, the Arlene apartment was not a raid, no, but the raid on the Dumoy laboratory, Arlene apartment, Polytech's compound, and then the Agdao warehouse, were these all related?
Yes, Mr. Chair. But the Arlene apartment was not a raid, Mr. Chair. We just visited the Arlene apartment.
So these four localities in which you have conducted, the three were raids and one was just a visitation for invitation to interrogate po, no? These were all linked by what po? Ano po yung naging base plan? This is all centered around Mr. Alex C.
It was all centered on the surveillance and casing operation for 3 months, Mr. Chair. And of course, centered on Alan C, Mr. Chair.
So it's centered on Mr. Alex C, and they're all related in the sense po na based on your findings, the Dumoy property is the laboratory, the Arlene apartment housed the chemists, and maybe know the relation po of the what were the other one?
Agdao, Mr. Chair.
Agdao warehouse and the
Bunawan, Mr.
Bunawan.
Chair.
So
Yes.
ano po yung relation ng Bunawan and Agdao?
Yung Dumoy, Mr. Chair, yun yung clandestine laboratory. Yung Arlene apartment, Mr. Chair, is doon nakatira sila Alan C. At doon dumiretso yung dalawang chemist galing sa Maynila papuntang Davao. So naging place of interest namin yung Arlene apartment. Yung Agdao, Mr. Chair, is doon naglalagi si Mr. Kim, one of those who died during the raid, doon naglalagi si Alex Kim. May bibilihin, tapos pupunta doon with yung aluminum truck niya. So, point of interest pa rin namin yung Agdao. Yung Bunawan, Mr. Chair, is, I believe, owned by Alex Kim. At doon naman sila magkasama ni Jong Pilapil. And that Bunawan, the Polytech's corporation, ito po yung foam factory nila Alan C. at Jed Pilapil. Na andun, Mr. Chair, yung doon namin nakuha yung napakalaking air scrubber. Air scrubber is walang use on industrial. Ang air scrubber is only used para sa Shabu Laboratory. And tinanong namin ang Amerikano tungkol dito, pinicturan, actually bumisita doon yung Amerikano, ang sabi niya, this will be used for mega laboratory somewhere. Kasi sinabi namin, andito na yung Dumoy. No, it will not be used there. It will be used somewhere. So maybe they are preparing those equipment, the air scrubber, somewhere para makapag-set up ng another laboratory, Mr. Chair. And luckily, yung Agdao, Mr. Chair, naandun lahat yung mga precursors, controlled precursors and essential chemicals na panggawa ng shabu. At dun sa Polytechs International, Mr. Chair, is nandun yung air scrubber, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And Dumoy was an actual operating lab.
Actual laboratory, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you. Mr. Chair, just to drive the point earlier po, no, you mentioned that you had an organic membership in your. This was not PIDEA yet po, no, at the time. This was the predecessor.
Wala pang actual PIDEA dyan, Mr. Chair, kasi kagagawa lang ng PIDEA, 2002 eh. 2004, pulis pa po yung galing NARCOM, yun yung naging PIDEA. Tapos ang ginamit ko po doon ay members din ng Police Anti-Crime and Emergency Response and some of the personnel from Regional Mobile Group 11, Mr. Chair.
So this was already a composite.
Composite,
Group.
including yung EDSOT ni Colonel Asierto, Mr. Chair.
But Mr. Chair, at the time, those under your command, what was your position and title po at this time? What was your office?
I'm the regional director of PIDEA Regional
So may
Office
PIDEA
11.
na po at this
Yes,
time.
Mr. Chair.
Newly created 2002. It's just
Yes,
that wala
Mr.
pang
Chair.
tao. So how many organic members of PIDEA did you have at your
Wala
command?
pang, ano kami, sir, Mr. Chair, wala pa kaming 15.
Okay, so
Kaya
not
nga,
even
kumuha
15.
ako na ibang tao sa PACER, kumuha ako na ibang tao sa Regional Mobile Group.
And
Mr.
this
Chair.
included si Mr. Madre Ramos po ba?
Monte de Ramos, Mr.
Monte
Chair.
de Ramos
Yes,
is
Mr. Chair.
organic member ng PIDEA.
Hindi, Mr. Chair, kasi galing siya ng NDEP before. Hiniram ko lang muna siya para maging PIDEA. Actually, wala talagang organic talaga na PIDEA kasi panay pulis kami, Mr. Chair. Eh.
So, Mr. Chair, at the time when you composed this group, you had actual supervision of this operation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So I think this is just going back to the point of Chairman Abante when asking if you had, if we were talking about command responsibility. It's not something na my organization that you were detached. You had not really handpicked, but you requested to come up with this group and you had direct supervision.
I
This
have
is not
supervision.
to imply anything. Of course, you enjoy the presumption of regularity. But I just wanted to point out po, no, siguro at what Chairman Abante was saying, that in relation to command responsibility and whether there be liabilities, I think there was a very close-knit and direct part for your team as a whole. I don't think it was that detached. Po, no? But we'll go back to that po, at a later time, Mr. Villanueva. So you have an organic group of 15 plus coming from the other law enforcement agency personnel that you could muster. And you conducted this operation centered around Mr. Alex C. Tama po? Alex? Yung husband, Alan, sorry. Mr. Alan C., Alex Kim, and then the Pilapil siblings. And that's how you conducted the four. So at this operation, I wouldn't want to say casualties po, Mr. Villanueva, no? But during the operation, the Dumoy lab, there were 6 fatalities. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Were there any live suspects? that were
Wala po,
apprehended?
Mr. Chair.
Wala. So just
Wala
the
po.
6. Then from the Arlene apartments, you had 13 based on the blotter na you invited for interrogation.
Hindi nga ako pa familiar, Mr. Chair. But because based on the blotter, maybe there's 13 of them. But hindi ako familiar kung ilan ang actual nun, Mr. Chair.
So that's just based on the blotter po. So sa
Yes,
Arlene
Mr.
apartments.
Chair.
13. For the Agdao and the Bunawan raids, wala po
Walang
na.
tao, Mr.
So this is mostly just the air scrubber sa Bunawan and then the precursor chemicals. in Agdao.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So if we're talking about personality suspects, you have 6 killed in action in Agdao, in Dumoy, and then the 11 that were investigated. Out of the 13, sorry. So out of the 13 that you invited for interrogation, and you don't recall po no how many. Eventually, according to the plotter, you turned it over to the Bureau of Immigration. And doon po tayo nagkalituan po, no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Last hearing, you said you don't remember how many you turned over. The Bureau of in Bureau of Immigration naman wouldn't know also how many they received. That's why po we were trying to invite si SPO4 Carillo. And why is that po again, Mr. Villanueva? Mr. Carillo was under your command po ba? And siya yung in charge? ng
He was
custody
my
nila?
operations officer during that time, Mr. Chair.
And he was definitely in charge of the turnover to the Bureau of Immigration.
Actually, Mr. Chair, dahil nagkakaganon-ganon na kami, so may mga lakad sila Carillo na sila na yung lumakad. And part of that is sila na nga yung turnover nung mga Chinese do sa immigration, Mr. Chair. So, personal knowledge, wala akong personal knowledge actual dun sa ginawa ni Carillo. Pero part of that is, ito yung sinasabi ko na kung anong mga kailangan yung gawin, you do it because everything was delegated. Meron akong team para file ng kaso, meron akong team para to conduct further investigation, meron akong team to collate other pieces of evidence for future anti-drug operation. So, ganun na yun, Mr. Chair. So, kung ano yung ginawa nun nila Carrillo, nila Montero de Ramos, it was delegated, Mr. Chair.
Of course, Mr. Villanueva, Mr. Chair, that's precisely why we would like to invite SPO4 Carrillo. That's why we reiterated that. Kasi siya nga po talaga may personal. We don't doubt that you have or do not have personal knowledge on this matter. We understand the delegation of powers that you have to conduct. But we just wanted to know po that in fact we are looking for the right person. Si SPO4 Carrillo talaga yung in charge regarding the invitation for interrogation. So with that, Mr. Chair, we'd like to know what you do know for personal knowledge regarding that January 1 invitation. So, tama po ba? You confirmed as questioned by Chairman Nabante that you invited si Ms. Jed Pilapil C noong January 1. Tama po ba?
Marami ring dinala sa office eh.
Marami
Marami ring dinala sa immigration kasi kasama doon Davao City Police Office, Mr. Chair eh. So composite pa rin yun eh, composite. So kanya-kanyang investigation, hindi kasi kaya ng PDEA to conduct its own investigation sa ganong karaming tao. So we delegated some people na imbestigahan ng EDSOT, imbestigahan ng Davao City Police Office, at imbestigahan ng PDEA. So during that time, si Jed Pilapil, dun sa PDEA because she's the main person of interest namin, Mr. Chair.
Wait, so, Mr. Villanueva, through the chairman, most respectfully, you had information that chemists from the USDA came from Manila po, no? Arrived, and you have not identified yet sino yung chemist. You were able to get 13 people from Arlene Apartments. Tapos dinivide po ninyo kung sino ang mag-interrogate.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Parang ganun na nangyari, Mr. Chair eh.
Wouldn't that be odd? Because if you're trying to investigate as to one piece, shouldn't it be that the PDEA as the lead agency, you said that this was your operation. You should have the bird's eye view po kung ano ang alam, what is the involvement of certain personalities. Ano yun? So like, there would be independent investigations, interrogations, tapos nagpapasahan na lang po kayo ng information.
No, Mr. Chair. Physically, Mr. Chair, yung PDEA office is as big as this. Maliit lang ang PDEA office during that time, Mr. Chair. Hindi namin kayang ipunin lahat yung tao doon at investigahan lahat.
So you're talking about custody.
No, yung investigation, Mr. Chair. Kasi hindi kakasyang lahat ng tao na andyan na napakaliit ng office namin. So I decided, sige, ikaw ang mag-handle dito, kuha ka, mag-handle ang EDSOT, meron din silang iniimbestigahan. So sa PDEA, ang priority namin is yung nakukunan namin sa video at surveillance footages.
So you made selections naman po. Out
Yes.
of 13, you identified which ones you would
Yes,
prioritize sa PDEA.
Si SPO4 Carrillo, Mr. Chair, ang nag-decide kung sino yung si SPO4 Carrillo and of course Monte de Ramos ang nag-decide kung sino yung kakausapin nila, Mr. Chair.
So at the time po, what was identified? Definitely, we have Ms. Jed Pilapil C. And would you recall who else were brought to PDEA?
Hindi ko matandaan talaga, Mr. Chair.
But you remember having Ms. Jed Pilapil C.
Right after the investigation, Mr. Chair, kasi maliit lang yung office nga makikita mo eh. Meron lang akong maliit na kwarto, but sa labas naman siya kinakausap, so most probably nakita ko. But I cannot remember clearly kung what transpired during that time.
But wouldn't it be po, kung maliit yung inyong opisina, mas maalala mo kung sino-sino po yung nandun? Kasi maliit nga po and you only had how many of them? in custody?
Nakita ko, Mr. Chair, but yung actual interview on her, I did not witness during the actual interview, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Villanueva. I had more questions, but I think
Yes.
at a later time when we have SPO4 Carrillo together,
Okay.
so we can type.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr.
Thank
Chair,
you.
I'd like to direct my questions to Ms. Pilapil C.
Before that, Congressman Gutierrez, I have here a letter from the OIC of the DPRM of the Philippine National Police informing us that Police Major Baltasar Carrillo has passed already. So, nandito natin, is anyone from DPRM? Can you please give the committee an information as to sino ba to? Police Major Baltasar Carrillo. Can you please identify yourself?
Good evening, sir. I'm Police Major Randolph Amorcabilis Macoy from PRBS, the Chief Inventory Section of the Pensions and Gratuity Division.
Sige, what can you tell this committee about Major Carillo? Because he was invited for today's committee hearing, but he did not attend.
According, sir, to the issued General Order Number NHQG or CPO 2020-820, Police Major Baltasar Kimson Carillo from Pro 11 is effectively posthumously retired effective December 19, 2019 po, sir.
Okay, sige.
He died in the inactive service po, sir.
Okay, sige. Thank you. So, the information is well taken. So, you may proceed, Congressman Gutierrez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I guess that would explain why no letter was received by this committee. It's unfortunate po, no? Because he would be our only lead to the question of what happened, what truly happened in the Dumoy and Arlene Apartments issue. But we'll see what we'll have to do po with our other. We'll have to see it a later time po, no? Mr. Chair, may we ask really briefly lang po, no? They mentioned the DRM died in action. Was this during a police operation po ba? Or
Well, the letter here did not say that he died in action or in the line of duty, but we were just informed by the DPRM that he has.
sige po, Mr. Chair. Just have a question on the side. So, Mr. Chair, proceeding with my interpellation, I'd like to ask si Ms. Jed Pilapilsi. Ma'am, magandang gabi po.
Good afternoon po, Your Honor.
Good afternoon po. Good afternoon. Ms. Pilapilsi, nabasa po namin yung side dito. At marami po kayong nabanggit in relation to po yung nangyari dito sa Dumoy. May ilang katanungan lang po ako in relation po dito. Nung una, medyo, pasensya na po na ulitin ko yung tanong po, no? Kasi medyo nalito po kanina sa interpellation ni Chairman Abante. So kayo po ay naimbita para sa isang investigation nung January 1 at naulit po ito nung January 4, tama po ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
Nung January 1, sino po yung sabi po ninyo, parang si Monte de Ramos?
Siya yung medyo mahaba-haba talaga na investigation. Pero naimbestigahan din po ako. Pinapasok ako ni Sir Wilkins doon sa office niya, yung maliit niya na office, kasama yung anak ko, bitbit ko, na may tinatanong din po siya sa akin.
Nung January 1 po ito.
Opo.
So, January 1, mahaba-habang investigation by Monte de Ramos. May short portion pa. Akala ko po, sabi po ninyo, hindi po nagtanong sa'yo personally si Mr.
Hindi yung
Villanueva.
kanina kasi sir, Your Honor, I'm sorry. I'm saying na hindi po si Sir Wilkins dahil we were talking about yung investigation at the time which was conducted by Sir Monte de Ramos. Hindi po siya, wala po siya doon. Pero sa totoo lang, separate kasi yun eh. Tinanong niya ko doon sa office niya. May tinanong din siya sa akin. Yung kay Sir Monte de Ramos, yun yung mahaba-haba ng mga tanong-tanong niya.
So ito po yung sinasabi ni Mr. Villanueva kanina na maliit yung opisina, meron siyang sariling office, kayo po
Opo.
nasa labas. Doon po yung question po kayo ni Monte de Ramos. Tapos at a later time, pumasok po kayo sa opisina mismo ni
Opo.
Mr. Villanueva. At meron rin kayong interrogation na pong nangyari po.
And ano po, Your Honor, I cannot exactly remember if nauna ba si Sir Wilkins o yung si Sir Monte de Ramos. Pero I was interrogated in the same day po na kasi ito lang yung tinanong sa akin ni Sir Wilkins na Jed, ituro mo kung saan pa yung mga laboratory ng asawa mo kasi parang ito yung bargain para makalaya ko. Sabi ko sa kanya, hindi ko nga alam po yung asawa ko na may laboratory, paano ko ituturo na meron siyang ibang laboratory. Kayo naman ang nag-surveillance. So actually, I was sarcastic at that time. I'm sorry for that. Nasagot ko talaga siya, bakit mo ko tatanungin? Kayo naman ang nag-surveillance, alam nyo kung saan yung mga laboratory ng asawa ko, kung meron nga. Bakit akong tinatanong nyo? So, medyo na ano siya doon, na-offend siguro siya doon. I can still remember at that time kasi hinahawakan ko yung baby ko. Nung tinatanong niya ako kung saan-saan pa daw yung mga laboratory ng asawa ko.
Sige po. And I would ask Mr. Villanueva, but he's made it clear that he does not, hindi niya po naaalala na kayo po ay tinanong po niya at the time. So, we'll take that testimony as it on its face po. No? So, Ms. Pilapil, si Monte de Ramos, mahaba-habang investigation, si Mr. Villanueva, according to your testimony, may konting investigation rin po sa inyo. May si Carillo po ba ay nag-interrogate po sa inyo or any other members na kilala po ninyo?
Si ano din, si Sir Carillo, nag-ano din siya sa akin. May mga tanong-tanong. Actually, naalala ko yun. Pinapunta ko doon sa likod ng office ng PDEA. Hindi talaga sa office. Nagtaka nga ako bakit doon ako dinala. Yung parang, ewan ko doon, parang may maliit na, parang shade lang doon. Hindi ko rin kilala yung mga tao na nag-interrogate sa akin. Marami sila actually. Binibidyo pang ako nila while nagatanong sila sa akin. Doon sila, pero hindi ko talaga sila kilala kung sino sila.
And naimbita ulit po kayo sa PDEA, no? Noong January 4.
Opo, Your Honor.
And sino po yung mga nag-investigate po sa'yo? Can you give us a rundown po, gaya nung ginawa mo po dito for January 1? Sino pong unang...
The same pa rin people. Kaya nga ito, hindi ko sila makalimutan kasi ito silang dalawa, si Val Carillo at saka yung si Monte de Ramos. Sila po yung yung palagi nagtatanong po sa akin, Your Honor.
Separately, hindi magkasabay.
Hindi. Iba-iba.
Separately January 4.
Opo.
Nung January 4, na-investigate, na-interrogate, na-question po ba kayo ni Mr. Villanueva?
Hindi ko na po maalala. Once lang po na...
So January 1 po yung naalala.
Once lang talaga. Naalala ko na yun lang. Tinanong niya po yung tungkol doon.
So going back po to sa yung investigation ng January 1, nabanggit po ninyo na tinatanong po kayo kung may mga laboratories or whatnot. But based on sa sinumpaang salaysay po ninyo, nabanggit nyo na tinanong rin naman kayo kung ano po yung inyong mga negosyo. At doon mo po nabanggit, no? Dito binanggit po ninyo na candies at chocolates yung distribution doon sa Agdao.
Opo.
And nabanggit po ninyo na binili nyo rin yung Dumoy para iparenta. Binili rin po, meron rin po kayong paggawa ng foam at metal sa Bunawan. At of course, yung Arlene apartment, doon po kayo nakatira. So coincidentally, ito rin po yung 4 locations na naging target po ng investigation and raid ng PDEA. Tama po ba?
Hindi ko nga po alam na sinosurveillance po ako, Your Honor. Honestly, wala akong alam.
Pero yun nga po, ito yung mga localities, ito yung mga location. Itong mga binanggit mo po dito, yun mismo yung mga
O kasi yun po yung parang routine ko po araw-araw.
Okay po. So at the time po, nung nalaman po ninyo na based on the investigation, halimbawa, yung paggawaan po ninyo ng foam and mattress sa Bunawan, nahanapan pala ng air scrubber. Yung inyong warehouse sa Agdao na supposedly for distribution of candies and chocolates, nahanapan pala ng mga precursor chemicals. I'm sure may mga pictures po yun na pinalabas. Nagulat po ba kayo?
Honestly po, Your Honor, hindi ko po talaga alam na meron yung mga scrubber, yung mga gina-mention po ni Sir Wilkins. Wala po akong alam doon. Kasi pag pupunta po ako sa office, sa area, usually sa office po ako kasi nga ako ngayon nag-a-account po sa business po.
Back po sa binanggit po ninyo tungkol sa Arlene apartment. Sabi po ninyo sa inyong apartment, 5 po kayo, no? Sorry, 6. Ikaw po yun, yung inyong asawa, yung inyong kapatid, mother-in-law, father-in-law, at kasambahay. Tama po ba?
Anak ko po.
Ay, at anak pa. So, 7. Tapos, yung in the other rented apartments na mga Chinese nationals rin, may naalala po kayong number? Kung ilan po sila doon? Ilan po?
Kasi kami, door 1 po kami, Your Honor. Tapos yung door 2, si din yun ang apelido, pero hindi ko sila kilala. Mga Chinese din yun. Yung 3, yung 4, hindi ko nakilala. Yung sa 7 lang po.
Pero total number of occupants po, maaalala po ba ninyo? In addition to the 7 na kayo po sa inyong apartment.
Hindi ko talaga maano, Your Honor, kung ilan po talaga yung sila. Kasi nung dinala po kami doon sa PDEA, pinasakay po kami lahat, pero hindi ko po alam kung ilan kami at that time po, Your Honor.
Sa bagay po, no, inamin naman ni Mr. Villanueva na kinuha po kayo from Arlene apartment, separate na po kayo to different offices. So, hindi sabay-sabay yung based on the blotter na 13 personalities. Sige po. One last question po, no? Kasi sana po naintindihan po ninyo na naramdaman ko po yung sinasabi po ninyo earlier to the Honorable Chairman. masakit po na balikan tong experience. Pero I hope you understand, kailangan po namin ito kasi nga po marami ng mga pieces of evidence, testimony na lumalabas ulit. This is why we have to revisit po yung nangyari. And one of those mentioned was that of two of them actually, yung testimony ni Arturo Las Cañas and ni Colonel Asierto. At may nabanggit po na personalities. Yung una, si Mr. Hong Ming Yang, na naitanong na po sa inyo and you confirmed na kilala po ninyo. But I also have to bring up si Mr. Johnson Chua, and I think this was also questioned by, I think, Chair Barbers, I think. Kilala niyo po ba si Mr. Johnson Chua?
Kilala ko po siya kasi siya po yung nag-rent ng Door 7.
So kasama rin po siya sa Arlene Apartment.
Opo. May pamilya po siya eh. May asawa siya at saka anak.
Siya po ba ay kasosyo rin po ninyo in yung sa Dumoy, yung sa Agdao, yung sa Punawan?
Hindi ko po maalala pero sila, friend po sila ng asawa ko po.
Malapit na magkaibigan po ba? Or
Siguro kasi nga yung, 'di ba, kapitbahay tapos minsan kasi nagmamadyong sila doon. Yun lang. Parang yun lang ang parang nakikita ko na nila, na pumupunta siya doon. Maglalaro ng mahjong po.
Mr. Chair, may we know from the Secretariat if we have a picture of Mr. Johnson Chua, just for confirmation.
Do we have a picture of Mr. Johnson Chua? Comsec?
Well, Mr. Chair, while that's
Not,
being done...
not on our files, but we will ask the Secretariat to look for it.
Sige po. Mr. Chair, actually my questioning is done. I'll just reserve for other time. Siguro when the picture is ready, we'll just
Okay.
flash it to you. But with that, I'd like to conclude my interpellation. Maraming salamat po. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Gutierrez.